We're living in a time where the stock market is crashing, crypto is crashing, gas and food prices are going up, and every day you hearing someone talk about a recession. But check me out, there's this one skill that if you learn, you'll never go broke in today's time: social media marketing. Now when I say social media marketing, I'm not just talking about growing Instagram pages. Nah, there's so much more to it than that. This applies to drop shipping, a clothing brand, TikTok, YouTube, podcasts, running ads. Pretty much anything online related will require this skill in one way or another. And if you watch this whole video, not only will you walk away with a blueprint on how to learn this skill for yourself, but you'll also be entered in a giveaway to win an Instagram page that has over 50,000 followers on it for the coach. Now, there's 3 phases to master the skill of social media marketing. Phase 1, student. This is the phase where you're learning as much as possible about whatever niche you're trying to get into. Buy some books, courses, go to some events. You gotta study and learn from the greats in your industry. Speaking of greats, let's take a look at some of the people that I watch and learn from myself. Eric Thomas, Wall Street Trapper, and Wallow267. All these guys right here came from nothing and was able to make it out the trenches through the power of social media marketing. And if you take a look at their game even further, you'll notice something. They all use the same formula on how they got started and grew their platforms. The 3 C's: content, consistency, creativity. Let's start with content. To put it simply, them boys put out great content. But what makes their content so good? One word: value. Every time you watch one of their videos, you are locked to come out with something of value. Trap gonna give you the game on stocks. His energy and the way that he breaks down companies is unmatched. Wallow gonna give you the game on life. No fancy edits, but whenever he pick up the camera, you know it's gonna be some real game. E.T., he gonna give you some motivation. Whenever you're feeling lazy or unmotivated, just watch one of his videos. I guarantee you're gonna want to get up and go get it. The next C that they all share is consistency. At the time of recording, Wall Street Trapper has over 2,400 posts on Instagram and almost 200 posts on YouTube. Wallow has over 11,600 posts on Instagram and 65 videos on YouTube. E.T. has over 7,600 posts on Instagram and over 1,300 videos on YouTube. All 3 of those guys have over 1 million followers, but they still post every single day. The third C is for creativity. When you go to each one of their pages, you'll notice that they all have their own style and way of creating content. Let's take Wallow and E.T. for example. They both get motivational content, right? But Wallow is usually outside and moving, while E.T. is usually on stage or inside. There's thousands of creators on social media. The only way that you're gonna set yourself apart is if you get creative and you develop your own style. Phase 2, player. This is where you take everything that you learned from the student phase and you hop in the game. Now, I wish I could tell you that this is gonna be easy, but it's not. In order to master social media marketing, you gotta put in the work to get to a point where you're making money from it consistently. Think of it like riding a bike, right? Your first couple times, you're not gonna get it. You're gonna fall down a couple times, that's cool. But once you get it, you got it. Take it from me, it took me a whole year to make my first sale online, but now I can make money with ease. Matter of fact, let's do a little challenge. I'm gonna be trying to make $1,000 on social media within the next 24 hours, but I can't use any of my own products. And look, if I don't reach my goal, then I owe someone free access to my IG Hustlers Academy in my next video that has hours of content on how to grow and monetize your Instagram pages. Speaking of Instagram, let me show you how to play. This is the Black Hustlers Club. I started this page in October of 2019 and grew it to over 500,000 followers using my social media marketing skills. I'll be using this page to make some money doing promos for the next 24 hours. And the time is currently 2:31, as you can see, May 19th. So, let the games begin. And with that, I started responding to people that already hit me up for promos in the past. Within a couple hours, I got one. Yes, sir, I got my first promo, as you can see, for $125. And I went ahead and posted them already. But yeah, it's really just as simple as that. They send you the content and you post it. I ain't gonna hold you, promos is one of the easiest ways to make money if you have an Instagram page. All you gotta do is build up their account and people gonna come to you automatically if you got a good page. But on the flip side, some days may be slow and you might only get like 1 promo for the day, which is exactly what happened to me. The rest of the day, I didn't make any money. The next day though, you see, this is where things started to heat up for your boy. I was cooking. I was on a mission. I gave myself 24 hours to make $1,000 with promos, but at the time I only made like $125. So it was time to apply a little bit more pressure. So look, it's currently 8:27 a.m. May 20th, and we got 2 more promos coming in this morning within the last 15 minutes. So we got one for $125, then we got one for $550. So that brings our total up to $800. I went ahead and posted one of them already. But yeah, man, we still got a couple hours left, so we should hit that $1,000, but we're gonna see. Y'all saw how I had a payment for over $500, right? That's because of bulk deals. Instead of just buying one promo for $125, which is my normal rate for a 24-hour post on the feed, I offered them 5 promos for $550. That one thing alone brought me back in this challenge, because I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't looking too good. So if you got a page, make sure that you try that out so that you can make some more money. But before I knew it, the challenge was over. Yo, so the time is 2:08 p.m. as you can see right there. And look, the challenge is almost over. And remember how we only had $800 earlier? Well, let's see how much we ended off with. Yes, sir, you see it. So we ended up making over $1,000 just doing promos within 24 hours. And as you can see, the $100, that's supposed to be $125. He gotta send me the other $25. Then it's $425. He booked 4 promos with me. I did a little bundle deal. And then the $30, that's actually from my other page called the Black Boss Crew. So even if we don't count that one, we still made over $1,000. That just goes to show you that once you build an audience and master social media marketing, that you can make money at any time, I'm telling you. And since I hit my goal of making $1,000 within 24 hours just from doing promos, we made like $1,300. I don't owe anybody a free course in my next video, but look, I got something else for y'all. If you didn't know, once I hit 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm giving away a free Instagram page called the Black Boss Crew to one of y'all. All you gotta do to enter the giveaway is to drop a like on this video, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share this video with a friend as well so that they could get this game. But once you've been playing the game for a while and you have good results, it's time to enter phase 3. Phase 3, becoming a coach/teacher. This phase is where you take everything that you learned from being a student and playing the game, and you begin teaching other people on social media. The world opens up as you become a teacher, because you can make money in so many different ways, like merch, courses, events, ebooks, and much more. So it'll really be hard for you to go broke as long as you're smart with your money. But more importantly, you'll be impacting people's lives, which brings the most fulfillment. And that brings the question, how do you actually make money consistently from this? 2 words: free game. If you good at what you do and you giving free game, the people gonna come to you and ask you for merch, courses, events, all of that. A clothing brand that I rock with heavy called World and Vision is a perfect example of this. They started their clothing brand with only 12 shirts and grew it to a multi-million-dollar brand. They did this by putting in the work to grow their brand, and then they transitioned to teaching as well by giving free game on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Chances are, if you come across their channel and you like their content, right, you'll buy a shirt or something from their website. And to take it a step further, they also have a program teaching you how to start your own clothing brand. The possibilities are endless. But just imagine that they just hopped on the tube and started selling their programs and everything like that without even selling the shirt before. You'll see right through them, right, because they have no real results, so they won't even know what they're really talking about. That's why it's extremely important not to skip any of the phases in this video. You gotta become a student first, then you gotta hop in the game and play the game and get some real results, then you can become a teacher. But look, when you become a teacher, don't hop out the game. You still gotta be playing the game so you can have that experience, and don't stop learning as well. When you stop learning, you stop growing. But now that you know all 3 phases, there's only one thing left for you to do: take action.